Good day everyone. Today we are gonna present you about an amazing artist's works, Yoo Jung-kook. His 90 works and 70 materials that provide a comprehensive look at his entire artistic career are located at Busan Art Museum. The exhibition divided to 4 parts, where each part represents about the life of artists and his works. The first part is called Tokyo Modern. He was born in Uljun, North Gyeongsang Province, in 1916, the third son to a family of wealthy landowners. He attended a prestigious Seoul Second High School. He dropped out 1 year prior to graduations. Then, in 1935, he went to Tokyo to study and practice art at Bunka-Gakuin University. So there he started to show his works at university exhibitions. After graduating in 1938, he was honored with the Second Association of Free Artists Award, as well as membership in the association. Yoo Jung-kook freely indulged his passion for abstract art in various media, including painting, relief sculpture, photography, collage, and even organic life forms. Most of the works that Yoo Jung-kook created in Japan are relief works, consisting of simplified geometric forms made by cutting, connecting, and pasting veneer plates. The objects are purposely uncolored to highlight the natural grain of the wood or the sleek gloss of the processed surface. Then he returned to Korea in 1943 at the peak of Pacific War. He became a professor of art at Seoul National University and Hongik University.
Going to the second part of the exhibition, worth mentioning thing is that this part covers only 4 years of artist life from 1960 to 1964. By the 1960s, Yoo Jung-kook brought abstract and avant-garde art into the mainstream of the Korean art field. Yoo remained active on the Contemporary Artists Association, a prominent group of 1960s. Then, he organized a group called New Figures, which was devoted in part to providing more opportunities for young artists through art contests. Later, he suddenly announced that he would no longer associate himself with any art groups. So Yoo presented his first solo exhibition at the age of 48 and dedicated the rest of his life to art only at his studio, leaving outstanding 900 artworks. Yoo's works from his period resonate with power and confidence. Amazingly, these overwhelming works were produced in his relatively small studio in Yaksu-dong, which was just 23 meters square. Within this co-defined space, Yoo confronted the awesome power of nature.
The topic of the third part is aesthetic experimentations, which is from 1965 to 1970. After his solo exhibition in 1964, Yoo Jung-kook stopped his active participation in art groups. Every day he followed the same routine, waking up at 7, painting from 8 until 11:30, eating lunch, and then painting again from 2 until 6. He once said that only after studying basics until the age of 60, he would finally return to his natural form more softly. In these works, irregular forms gradually progress into geometric shapes. The yellow, red, and blue colors are dominant, but you also use different variations of purple and green. Also, there are subtle differences in the same red color, slightly brighter red, thick red, murky red, deep red. The interaction of these shades simultaneously causes tension and balance. The last part of exhibition is Working with Nature, which is from 1970 to 1990. Yoo Jung-kook thought that he should study the basics of painting until the age of 60. Then he could return to nature more softly. Unfortunately, around the time of this transition, his health became bad. In 1977, he had a pacemaker installed. Then during 25 5 years, Yu suffered from several diseases, which caused him to be hospitalized 37 times. Nevertheless, despite his poor health, he continually produced beautiful paintings representing his desire for return to nature softly. His final works show mountains and trees, lakes and seas, horizons of land and water, and above all, reflections of the sun and moon.
Well, now I would like to share with my opinion about an exhibition. Yu Jungkook's works are characterized by his strong and innovative use of basic formal elements like dots, lines, planes, shapes, and colors. These elements emit a potent energy either on their own in confrontation with one another or in a certain balance.
This exhibition featuring works from throughout Yu's career, including recreations of his early experimental works, as well as contemporaneous photos and other relevant materials. The exhibition was the foundation for vibrant discussions for all of us and new interpretations of the profound meaning of Korean abstract art.
What I liked most of Yu Young-guk's works is that they represent the gradual abstraction of ordinary natural elements like mountains, valleys, sunsets, thus marking a return to the fundamental principles of painting. He simplified the natural forms and sought an exquisite balance of colors, ultimately seeking to maximize the surface texture. The mountain is not in front of me, but inside me. This shows his enthusiasm and spirit to the art well. Thank you for watching our presentation.